this, so I'm not kicking it the whole time. Alright, so, as you guys have heard me, the past few times you've heard me, I've really been going on, these messages about letting God be honored in our body, letting God be glorified in our body, trusting that God's going to give us the strength we need, the tools we need to continue to spread the gospel. And so today's message is kind of going in sync with that. It's on a story in Mark, Matthew, and Luke. We've all heard the parable of the mustard seed, so that's what it's going to be about. So, when it boils down to it, kind of following on the message from last week about honoring God in the body, no matter what we do, we're always living the life to glorify God. I heard this story not too long ago about this kindergarten teacher. She's sitting in with her class, and she has them all drawing a picture. She walks up to this one little girl, and she goes, "Well, what are you drawing?" Because she was drawing a person. And the little girl says, "Well, I'm drawing Jesus." And the kindergarten teacher says, "Well, dear, nobody really knows what Jesus looks like." And the little girl, without skipping a beat, goes, "Oh, they will in a minute. Let me finish my picture." So, to me, that was a big example of living a life that people can see Jesus. People see God in us. That's our goal. So, today, parable of the mustard seed. You guys have all heard this story, I promise. Every single person in here has heard this. Jesus said, "With what can we compare the kingdom of God? Or what parable shall we use for it? It's like the grain of mustard seed, which when sown in the ground is the smallest of all seeds on the earth. Yet when it is sown, it grows up and becomes larger than all the garden plants, and puts out large branches so that the birds of the air can make nests in the shade." Now here's something interesting that I was thinking about with this. So, we always hear this in regard to, you just have to have faith, which is very true. You just have to have a little bit of faith. That's what Jesus is telling these people. Just the smallest bit of faith. In Luke, this story elaborates a little more and says if you have faith the size of a grain of mustard seed, you can tell a mountain to be moved, and it'll be moved. Just a little bit of faith in God. So I'll take just a little bit. But I kind of want to elaborate more on the growth of that faith. It says here, it's like the grain of a mustard seed, which when sown in the ground is the smallest of the seeds in the earth. Yet when it's sown, it grows into a plant and becomes larger than the other garden plants. You know what's interesting to me? You guys have all planted seeds. I'm sure every single person in here has at one point in their life, maybe you were a kid, you have taken a little seed and you planted it. I know when I was a kid, I used to eat fruit, and I used to gather up all my little seeds and I'd go plant them because I was going to start my own garden, and nothing ever worked. But I used to do that all the time because I wanted to see the plants grow. You know what's interesting when you think about seeds? You take this little seed and you drop it on the ground and you push it into the dirt. It's covered in complete darkness. And then it starts growing up. You see the light. Isn't that kind of like our faith? Isn't that kind of like our relationship with God? Sometimes we have to experience that darkness because we're growing towards the light. We're growing towards seeing God. The mustard seed won't become a plant if it's not pushed into the ground and forced to grow out. As the plant grows up, it's also growing out and down. It's rooting in that. And during those dark times, what's really interesting to me is that's when we get stronger. That's when we hold tighter. That's why a plant that's older can withstand a lot more than a little plant, because it's got deeper roots. Its roots are going deeper, they're going wider, it's holding on. Without experiencing that, it would still just be a little seed that had no real purpose for us. If we don't allow God to plant us and to allow us to grow in Him, we would just be this little seed that didn't really do anything because we never experienced that. We never experienced God's full glory. So we need to take joy in these times when, man, I'm going through some trouble. Because, I'm going to be real with you guys right now. If I didn't ever experience trials and dark times in my life, man, I don't know if I'd have that relationship with God. Because I promise you, if I feel like I can do it myself, I will do it myself. It's those times when we're like, whoa, the only way I'm getting out of this is with God. I need God right now. That's when our roots start going deeper, and we start holding on tighter, and we start getting stronger to withstand the next storm. But if we were never planted, and we never started growing, we would still just be this little seed seed that had no real purpose. That little mustard seed does you no good unless it's planted. Our lives are the same way. So we need to strive to have a deeper relationship with God. We need to allow God to take us to new places, to continue to strengthen our faith. We need to be used in a way where everybody can see God in us. That's our job. And the way we do that is by experiencing God even more and more and more. Because our roots are growing down and we're growing up. Just like the mustard seed. We're holding on tight to that faith as we're growing up to a better place day to day. It's like a song we sang a little bit ago. When we all get to heaven, that's the goal. We're going to hold on to faith. We're going to grow into a beautiful plant here where we're working our way up. So, my hope for each and every single person in here is that you guys can really experience God in a new way. You can look at all the things that we deal with on a day-to-day, because every person in here struggles, I do too. And we can look at that as an opportunity to grow our roots deeper into our faith, to hold on to God tighter and tighter and tighter. And we can keep moving forward. We can keep growing up. And we can show everybody how beautiful a plant we can be in God. You know, you take a little flower seed, you plant it in the ground, it's nothing until it turns into this beautiful flower. And that's what we can all be. So we can all show people how amazing God is and show them just a little bit of piece of what God's given us. So, my prayer for each and every one of you is just experience God in a new way. Look at everything from the standpoint of, all right, God, what you got for me? What is this doing? Where are you taking me? Because God got us on a path. I look back on my life over the past several years and I see all these places God took me. And sometimes I was like, what are you doing right now, God? But I realized He was just furthering me for the next purpose He had. And that's the same for every single person in here. So I hope every single person in here holds tight to keeping their eyes on God. And no matter what's happening around us, grow your faith deeper in God and shine that light brighter in you. So, we'll go ahead and pray, and then we'll get back to singing here.